doesn't have a lot of fans at the police station.
Ross, is this true? Is Patrick really been killed?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
And they think that Marcus did it?
Yes, they have him under arrest.
Hello, Vanessa. Matt.
What are you doing here?
Marcus is a friend of mine.
Look, can I talk to Marcus? Can I see him?
Well, I haven't seen him yet, so I'll set it up. Sergeant, excuse me. I'd like to see Marcus Williams. He's my client.
Your client? You gotta be kidding me, Ross. Damn it, I thought you were different.
Frank, would you just take it easy?
By hell, I will. Ross, I thought you knew the difference between right and wrong. And you know what? You're gonna defend a guy who's a cop killer and make a lousy buck?
Oh, you're not even a real police officer, are you?
No, I'm a cadet. I'm supposed to graduate next week. And my teacher, Detective Patrick Cutter, see, he's supposed to lead the ceremony, but he can't do that because he's gone. He was murdered in cold blood by a creep that Ross wants to represent.
Frank, take it easy. We all know how you felt about...
What is wrong with you people? There were practically eyewitnesses there.
Yeah, practically. Did anyone actually see Marcus stab the detective? Now, what is right here is not to jump to conclusions. A young African-American was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, let's look at the facts, not the color of his skin.
Amanda, would you butt out?
Will you please stop talking about black and white here? It doesn't have a damn thing to do with color. All the evidence points to Marcus Williams.
Come on, that's enough, Cooper. Come on. Come on, Cooper.
Sergeant, I would like to see my client now.
He's on his way.
Thank you. Frank, I know you're upset. You lost somebody close to you, but that doesn't translate into Marcus Williams being guilty of murder.
That's great, Ross. Then who did it?
Yeah, well, that's your job to find out.
Let me tell you something. Marcus Williams was bent over Cutter's body with the murder weapon in his hand.
Counselor, you can use that office over there.
Thank you.
Hey, guys. Long time no see.
You didn't do this. Tell me that you didn't do this.
Would you believe me if I told you that I didn't do this?
Yes, I would.
I bet you hear this all the time, right? Guilty or innocent. I didn't do it.
I have to admit, Marcus, I've heard it before.
Well, I really didn't do this. Now, can I go back to my cell? Since when did you have a passion for the underdog?
Yeah, I used to be one, remember?
Oh, I don't think you were ever the underdog, Amanda. Unless, of course, it helped you get what you wanted.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ross, on the other hand, is the real deal. He hates injustice almost as much as you hate not getting what you want.
Yes, he has a very big heart.
You know, it's funny how some people can confuse big-heartedness with being a pushover. I hope you won't make that mistake with Ross, Amanda. If you do, you'll be sorry. You know, Ross and Blake have been friends of mine ever since I moved to Springfield.
Oh, how nice for you.
I've seen them go through some really tough times. I'd hate to see anything come between them now.
What, like the Marcus Williams case?
I said anything.
You know, you've changed, Matt.
Well, I don't think you ever really knew me well enough, Amanda, to be a good judge of that.
Oh, I think that's a matter of opinion. I certainly never saw you as the lifeguard type.
Why, Amanda, whatever do you mean?
Oh, diving into shark-infested waters to save the innocent? Or perhaps that's your wife's cause and you're just along for the ride?
Marcus, I need to talk to you for a few minutes.
Well, I've heard everything that I need to hear, so I'll leave you guys.
Please don't. I like your being here.
It's okay. Now, I want you to calmly and methodically simply tell me what happened.
What difference does it make? What jury is going to believe that I was holding a bloody knife because I found the guy already stabbed and he begged me to pull it out? Huh? What jury is going to believe my word over Frank Cooper's? Everybody here loved this Detective Cutter guy, and they want to hang somebody for it. I don't stand a chance, so why don't you just save yourself the time?
No, thank you.
Listen, what you just said, that's not true.
Marcus, if you're innocent, we'll find a way to prove it, all right? Now, when the police arrested you, you were about to leave Springfield. Why is that?
I was leaving Springfield because they were going to arrest me for some money that I didn't even take. Now, nobody is going to believe that, and nobody is going to believe that I didn't kill this cop.
We do. Marcus, earlier in the evening, you were with Dinah, right?
I couldn't believe she and Roger got back together.
Did the two of you quarrel?
Did everything in my power, as usual, to convince her that this guy is bad news. The more I tried to convince her, the madder she got. And she got madder and madder until she finally said she wanted me out of her life. Then she offered to buy me a one-way ticket anywhere in the world, as long as it was one way.
And you accepted her offer, correct?
I was mad. I was hurt. I mean, we'd fought before, but it had never been this nasty. Thorpe's really changed her. And I decided I didn't want to stick around and watch this anymore. And I went back to the boarding house to get my stuff, and the police were there.
They were waiting for you. They wanted to question you about the robbery at the top of the towers?
And I didn't do that either. Let's face it, my entire time in Springfield has been a bust. I couldn't convince Dinah not to marry Roger, and the whole thing has just gotten worse from there.
No, what happened after you left the boarding house? Tell us that.
I was on my way to the airport, and I heard this sound. I was gonna keep on moving, but it sounded like someone who was hurting. So I decided to check it out.
Did you see anybody? See anybody leaving the area?
No. Just Detective Cutter. He was laying on the ground with the big kitchen knife all the way up to the hilt in his stomach. And there was blood everywhere. And he was still alive, but he was hurting really, really bad. He begged me to pull it out.
Oh, God.
I didn't want to touch it. You know, I was too scared. I didn't know what to do. I just didn't want to make it any worse. But he kept begging me and begging me. So I pulled it out. And that's when the cops showed up.
Did you try and run? Is that what you did?
Yeah. I mean, I got the picture really clear, what it was going to look like, what everyone was going to think had happened. I would have made it out of the country, too, if Dinah hadn't ratted me out.
I don't think it was Dinah's. She didn't even know why in the hell the police wanted to see you. Anyway, she thought your plane had already left.
You know, she's your daughter. You can think what you want.
No, he's right. Dinah is really upset about this. I don't think I've ever seen her this upset about anything or anybody.
You know something, Marcus? I am not here free of charge. Dinah's the one who hired me to represent you.
Oh, guilt does amazing things.
I don't think it's that. You know, I told her right up front that my retainer, just for starters, is now $50,000.
I'm sure that was the end of it, right?
That's what I thought, but she wrote out the check without hesitation, and then she told me I could have every penny she has, if need be, to defend you.
She did?
She did. Marcus, she loves you. You know something? I have come to the conclusion that you're the only person on the planet who truly understands my daughter. And I don't think she wants to lose you.
We don't want to lose you either.
I'm ready to go back to my cell.
Okay. We'll talk more in the morning, okay? Listen, I don't want you to speak about this to anybody except me. Understood?
Understood.
Thank you.
I want to go back to your office. I think it's time we set up a legal defense fund for Marcus.
I'll be back in the morning to see my client.
Sorry, man. Ross is all booked up this afternoon. You didn't forget about our little racquetball game, did you?
No, I didn't. It should only take me about an hour to whip you.
Oh, good. I'll see you at the club later. Bye.
Amanda, have to be another time.
Of course. Well, I'll see you around, Vanessa.
You know what? There's no need for a defense fund for Marcus because my daughter Dinah has offered to pay all his legal expenses. And if there's something that she can't cover, I will.